everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Chargers going up against the Cowboys. Charles Davis, they've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, we appreciate... It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading them out in his 7th year now out of Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 65 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
First and 10, it's Taylor. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
He's been a Pro Bowler 3 times in his career, including 2016. Threw for a career high in yardage last season. Didn't translate into the playoffs, but this guy's one of the better QBs around and sneaky good with his feet. 1,500 yards on the ground while he's at TCU.
Dalton, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. And now to the air, Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, shot down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They run the counter now on first down, and that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 87 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses have a better focus on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Dalton sets up play action. Going left side here, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll make it third down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So on fourth down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it third down and 10. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, little 360.
Oh,
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working. over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So we're through a quarter here on Thanksgiving Day. 17-7 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Dalton. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So that one will be accepted. Dalton here from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Oh, the spin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. They go play action now. Taylor. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here we go with a player spotlight, and we shine that spotlight on Andy Dalton. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. Play action here with Dalton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Play action now. Dalton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Dalton bootlegs out. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. First and 10 for Dalton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
On 1st and 10, Dalton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Dalton throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 10 yards still left on second down. Here's Taylor to throw again. This is Jennings. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Chargers on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. throwing on first down. Dalton over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Second down, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. On second down, Taylor. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Dalton. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Another chance for Dalton. They find some open field here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Cowboys are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Chargers didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, Jennings by himself here, and this 2-play drive goes for a TD as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Cowboys with possession early in the first. Broken coverage here on the pass play. It ends up working for a touchdown. Cowboys tied up at 7. Cowboys with the football midway through the first. Dalton's going to complete the pass, and after the short pass, he'll score. The Cowboys up by a touchdown. Cowboys on 1st and 5. Pass coverage will break down here, and it capped off the 11-play drive with a TD. Cowboys push the lead to 17. We move late into the second. We're going to get a ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Offense out now after the fumble. Taylor's got the completion here, and it leads to a touchdown, closing the gap to 10. Still a little time left on the clock. Dalton's on point with the throw, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Arlington for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. This is fielded at the goal. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, it's Taylor. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even...
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the lead will shrink to 6. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on second down, Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 51 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. On second down, here's Taylor. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dontari Poe in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Chargers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And right side, Henry's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll tie us at 30-30. So it's another field goal here, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but it does bring him level.
Baby steps there. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing. So it's a bit of a safe call, but at least it gets them back on level terms.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Holding, receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Dalton off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Throwing, Dalton, throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
2nd down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Dalton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down. The Chargers on third down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go.
Taylor now to throw on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. We see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Taylor, and an alley to run. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. They give him a gain of 38.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now it's Taylor, and he's got some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
Now Taylor. Throw left side complete. It's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
It's second down. Dalton looking. His throw incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Dalton here from the gun. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Room to run past midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Here we go with a player spotlight, and we shine that spotlight on Andy Dalton. And, Charles, we look at the performance so far. 3 touchdown passes. Been pretty good, but they're losing.
You start with the positive, exactly as you stated. The 3 touchdown passes he's already thrown. You see them here getting it done. But the rest of the team, as well as himself, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to try and rally themselves back into the lead.
Absolutely. They've got to find a way to turn it around. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about, Dust, all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And he's got room. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. All right, here's Dalton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
They get the versatile Cameron Irving that time, former first-round pick out of Florida State. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Dalton wants to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. So now Dalton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here's Dalton. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And now
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.